Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kali and this is week 19 of my weight loss and self-discovery journey. You know, I have two things that I really want to talk about today. Number one is I am feeling some kind of way this week. Seriously. And that kind of way is frustrated. You know, I have been working harder to focus on my eating habits and making sure that I'm working out consistently for the first time in this weight loss journey, seriously. And I'm not losing what I thought I was going to lose. And it's very, very frustrating. I'm going to be 100% here. I have been weighing throughout the week, which, yeah, I know, I really shouldn't be doing. On Wednesday, I weighed and I was 303.8. So excited because that meant I had lost like 0.4 pounds, right? From my Sunday weigh-in. So I knew that I was going in the right direction. But when I weighed in this morning, I was 305.9. How? How is that possible? The easiest thing to believe is that I'm eating too much, but I'm not. I'm not. For somebody at my size, eating less than 1,800 calories a day, working out for an hour a day, I should be losing way more weight. Definitely not gaining. I do feel like I'm retaining water, and I don't know if it's pounds worth of water, but something is going on. There was a time in my life where I would cry and yelling because I had not lost weight when I thought that I was doing what I was supposed to be doing, but really knowing in the back of my mind, I wasn't really completely doing what I was supposed to be doing. That is not the case here, guys. Not the case. And because I know it's not the case this time, I know that something else is going on. And while we get to the bottom of it, I don't want to fall back into a depression about it. The weight itself is important, right? I know that it's important, but it is not the begin and end all of this journey. My body is changing. I can tell. I got into my husband's car yesterday and the steering wheel used to rub on my belly even just a month ago. So I know that my body is changing, which means I'm doing the right things. I just need to figure out whatever else is going on. And so to make sure that I don't fall back into a depression about it, I really wanted to focus on the positives, the things like my jeans not fitting. That's a positive. So I decided to go back all the way to the beginning and look at some pictures, the before and after, and then add in some from now. And you can see the difference. Yeah, it's a big difference. Even those 20-ish pounds that I have lost, my body is different. And that's what is exciting to see. And that's what I'm going to hold on to because I know that I'm doing the right thing. I just need to continue to do that and figure out how I can adjust what I'm doing to begin to really start to see some significant weight loss. So the second thing that I want to talk about is weight loss surgery. And I've been thinking about this a lot in the past week, and I think that's why I kind of wanted to talk about it. One of the things that these videos are for are to kind of share my experiences and what I have gone through in order to help somebody else. And for those of you that are thinking about weight loss surgery, this is just my opinion. You have to do what you feel is best for you, and you are the only person that can make that decision. What I am going to talk about today is my experience and the reasons why I chose not to have weight loss surgery. So my sister came to me and she, as was the rest of my family, concerned about my health. At that time, I was at my heaviest. I was at 420 pounds. And I was unwilling, for the most part, to try to lose weight. I was tired of the diets. I was tired of worrying about it. So I was just eating whatever and doing whatever and not really thinking about it at all. But when you have someone who loves you and that you love coming to you and saying, hey, at least consider it, then I kind of felt obligated to consider it. So I did. I talked to my doctor. She connected me to a local hospital program. I went to the seminar. I talked to the surgeon. I went to a dietitian. I went to the therapy appointment. I even had the scope done to determine if I was physically able to have the surgery. I found that I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't saying I never wanted to do it. I just kept thinking about things that I had seen. You guys know I watch a lot of My 600 Pound Life, right? So I kept thinking about the people that had had the surgery and didn't change their eating habits afterwards. And I didn't want to be that person. I wanted, if I was going to have major organ reconstruction, right? I wanted to be successful. And I knew mentally I was not ready to be successful. I mean, I had not changed my relationship with food and abusing food in order to emotionally eat. And I went to the therapy appointment that's required thinking, okay, here I'm going to get some help to determine whether or not this is the best choice for me. But that's not really what that appointment is. They basically give you a booklet of questions, you answer them, and then you leave. And then the therapist, based on your questions, tells the surgeon whether or not they think you're a good candidate or not. And I think as long as you don't go in there and say something ridiculous, you're good. Well, after that therapy appointment, it was really clear to me that it wasn't their responsibility to determine whether or not I was mentally ready or not. It was my responsibility to determine that. And they consistently said, weight loss surgery is a tool. It is a tool to help. It is not going to be the entire answer. And I wasn't ready to use that tool. I knew that I needed to get some help. So I started seeing a therapist at that time. That's my most current therapist. And I had gone in thinking, okay, a couple of sessions, we'll knock this out, figure out what's wrong with me, and then I'll get this weight loss surgery, and then I'll walk around looking like Beyonce. Okay, well, we can see that that is not what happened. And I found that as another 6 or 8 months passed, and I was really starting to get to the bottom of why I was doing what I was doing, get into COVID, and then I start working from home all the time, and then I'm in a different kind of depression, and then I'm still using food as a coping mechanism, and all of these other things started happening, right? But I think that the decision to not have the surgery was the right one for me, because as I have started to heal those things about myself, I do believe that I no longer need the surgery. So I'm going to continue on the path that I'm going to try to lose weight. And yeah, this week I'm a little frustrated with what's going on, but I am not frustrated to the point that I don't think we can figure it out. We can figure out what it is that I'm doing that is causing me to not lose the weight that I should be losing. And the fact that I gained weight at all means something's wrong, because I don't really think you can gain weight like that. I would have to be eating, I don't know, like 5,000 calories to gain weight in a couple of days. And I for sure am not doing that. I would be much happier looking if I was eating that kind of food. Hopefully my experience with weight loss surgery, or the fact that I did not have weight loss surgery, can help somebody make the decision for themselves. And again, if you are mentally ready for that type of change in your life, I do think that it's a good tool. And there were people in my life that wanted me to have it, and there were people that didn't want me to have it. And I think that for the people that wanted me to have it, they're happy now because I am losing weight, and I am definitely in a better frame of mind than I was 3 years ago. However, I do believe that for before you have the surgery. And again, personal decision. However, I do wholeheartedly also believe that you should think about it from every perspective. Physically, your body is going to change. Mentally, you used to be able to go out and eat what you're eating today, right? You were able to eat what you were eating to get to the weight that you're at. For me, 420 pounds. Tomorrow, you can't. And I do think that that would mentally do something to you. And so if you are not making the changes, like I was not making the changes that I needed to consistently lose weight to get to the surgery, then you might want to rethink it. Just saying. Just my opinion. But again, my opinion doesn't really matter in the scheme of things. Only yours does. I do have a lot of things coming up that I've been thinking about. One of the things that I know that you guys, that I talk about a lot is my confidence level, and that I am really trying to look at myself and see the inner beauty. And it's hard because I can see myself in it. Nope, don't do that. Nope, not see. You're not going to trick me into doing that. Nope. So I'm working on the confidence. So I've got a couple of things coming up to really try to work on that. It feels really awkward. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to do it because this is the journey that I'm on, and you're on it with me. It's exciting, right? Yeah, I know it is. Okay, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you can see my continued journey. And I will see you next week. Bye.